What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on the Polish American Kitchen. Today we are making coconut ice cream just before the fall starts and we can get our last ice creams in before fall. Now, while it's still summer, we're gonna make some coconut ice cream as our final ice cream for the year because we know how much we love our ice cream. And so here we got our coconut, we got some coconut cream, and yeah, let's make it. This video will be more of a general kind of video, not with that much information about how to make ice cream, but you can check out our really informative video on our YouTube channel, like you are right now, right here. Here's the video. You can go find it, or I don't know, maybe click a card. Let's see. All right, so first off, we're gonna need our nut grinder because these are too big for ice cream. So we're gonna grab like 3 spoons, put them in here, and blend them. As we can see, I put in really full spoons of coconut in here, and it's really up to you how much you want. But for our grinder, like I said, it's a nut grinder, a mill. You can get a real grinder, or you can either have a coffee grinder, that'll work fine too. But we have a nut grinder for today. Down there we go. I blended this until it was wet and smoke was coming out of it. So now we're gonna open up our can and put the whole thing in to the bowl. 400 milliliters, aka 13.5 ounces. We're gonna take out all of this coconut. Smells so good. Coconut is one of my favorites. Haven't had it in a while, so this is gonna bring back some good memories. Okay, now we're gonna head to the stove with this. So now we have it on our stove, put on the heat to medium. We're gonna get our whisker, whatever you wanna call it, we'll mix it. Now while our coconut is heating up and it's gonna go to a boiling point, we're gonna make our second part of our ice cream. And you should be familiar with this if you watched our latest video on how to make ice cream. We're gonna make the egg part. So we're gonna, now that we have our egg yolks, we're gonna need to put in our sugar into here. We're gonna mix it, beat it with this kind of mixer. So let's put the sugar in. Let's turn it on and keep gradually turning it on until you get to the max. All right, so as you can see, mixed it really well. Now we're gonna add our milk. We have 150 milliliters of milk here. Pour that all in, got this. And now we're gonna place it aside to the stove. As we can see, we have our coconut mixture boiling. So we're gonna turn off the heat, mix it a little bit. We're gonna set it off to the side. And now in substitute, we're gonna add our egg mixture. We're gonna also bring this to a boil, and we're gonna keep mixing until it comes to a boil. And once it comes to the boil, those eggs are gonna cook, basically, and we're gonna take it right off. While we're waiting for our egg mixture to boil, we're gonna put our heavy whipping cream into the freezer so that it can whip up easier when we will have to do that. So we're gonna do 1.5 cups, just 350 milliliters. That looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go with this into the freezer. Okay, now that our egg mixture is boiling, we're gonna turn off the heater, and with our set aside coconut mixture, we're gonna pour this in. Make sure to get everything perfect. Set this aside and mix. Now we're gonna put this under an ice tub. All right, now we're gonna need at least twice as big of a pot as we just used. And we're gonna put in our ice. Don't worry about the clumps because we're gonna put in cold water and it'll all split apart. Now we're gonna put in some cold water, make sure it's cold. And while we're doing this, we're gonna mix and mix until this mixture is cold. So while this is cooling down, it's gonna thicken up. Remember our heavy whipping cream that we had in our freezer? We're gonna whip it stiff. Now that this is whipped really stiff, as we can see, we can start adding it to this. Now that we just scrubbed all of that nice heavy whipping cream out, we're gonna combine this, take it off the walls. Let's try and take as much out of it. And let's just incorporate until it's like a cream in a way. Right now we have like grudges. We need to get rid of those by keep on mixing. Nice and white color for the coconut. Now let's get our ice cream maker ready. Now that we have this beautiful coconut cream, we're gonna set it off to the side. We're gonna get our ice cream maker. Quick lesson on how to arrange this thing. We're gonna take off the top, we're gonna take off this thing, and the bowl that was supposed to be left overnight should be really frozen well, straight from the freezer, just took it out. Now we're gonna put in this. Now we're gonna put on the top. Now we're gonna turn it on. Now we're gonna have my grandma help me because I need to hold it down. Now that our coconut cream is in our ice cream machine and it is twirling, we can call it, where it's twirling and making the actual ice cream, it's doing its magic. We're gonna leave it in there till up to like 25 minutes and you should see it start to form the ice cream. And from there, just place it into a container that you have, and there we go. We have our coconut ice cream. As a last, we had to end off with a good ice cream flavor. The coconut ice cream flavor, straight from Hawaii, brought to our homemade household, and we managed to make homemade coconut ice cream. And it wasn't even that hard, as you guys can see. Now, if you guys want an even more detailed verbal video, make sure to click on that video that I mentioned early on in the video. And from there, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I know you enjoyed. And we'll see you guys on the next video / recipe on the Polish American Kitchen. Thank you.